All right, Coach. Well, same thing we started off with Coach Offerly. Just tell us where you feel like it. Starting practice this week, next week. Where do you feel like it's rolling there?
I feel really good about it. We had a great summer. It really started slow. We probably had three practices before we went to Birmingham Southern and took some big time lumps over there. But I figured out what we were made of. What we needed to work on, and I felt like the next week we really hit what we needed to hit, and then we came back and we played two more dates, and we were much better. And I saw the potential, and I saw what we could be this year. So I'm excited about it. We got I got one senior, and the rest of them are juniors and sophomores. It's weird. They're kind of a young, experienced group, I think you could say. There's 3 or 4 sophomores who played big time minutes at the varsity level last year. Almost all the juniors as sophomores played big minutes. They lost 2 seniors and they played center, so the rest of them, were guards and they played a ton of minutes. So I'm excited about it. We got a good group and, should be a fun year.
I know there's a lot of college coaches watching, and I know you have 2 kids that a lot of people are going to be coming to see in the future. Talk a little bit about both of those kids.
Well,
size-wise.
It's kind of weird. Where I've been in the past, we haven't had a lot of size, and this year I've probably got 3 or 4 kids over 6'3". So it's going to be different with that kind of mentality. But the first kid we got to talk about is Grant Murray. He's 6'3", 6'4", and he's an athlete. He can play. He can play inside, he can play outside. He's kind of the guy. He's our only senior. He's kind of our leader. If he's on the floor, he's a difference maker. He'll probably go play football somewhere. He's that kind of kid. But he's worked on his shot. He didn't play baseball last year. He really worked on his shot in the spring. It showed in the summer. And he can do a lot of things in the post too. But then you got Jake Kokoska. Both those guys led him in scoring last year, and he can really shoot it. We've been working on his footwork, him putting it on the ground. He can play in the post too. He's 6'3", 6'4" too. And then you got the young kid Donovan Garrett. He can be a real special kid, but he's got a long way to go. He's come a long way, since I've been here. He can be real special. He's 6'7". He's a strong kid, and he loves basketball. He plays a lot. He plays in the AAU circuit. He's only going to get better.
He actually played on the Adidas circuit.
Yeah, he did. He played some big time basketball, and it made him better. But he's still real green. He's got a long way to go. But I'm excited about him. He made strides this summer. Me just banging with him a little bit, and if he keeps the effort and keeps maturing, he's got to mature a little bit. But he's gonna be all right.
What went into your decision to make the move from Gulf Shores to St. Mike?
That's a loaded question, but I love my time at Gulf Shores. We had a great year last year, but and we were actually talking about this on the way down. It was the right situation. It kind of everything just kind of came to me at one time, and it was, I'm Catholic. My faith is a big deal to me. It always has been, and when this opportunity came along, it just seemed like the right thing. I talked to the principal, we talked to the AD. I wasn't looking to leave Gulf Shores, but it just seemed like the right time and the right place. So, the other thing was, this is such a young school. I kind of wanted to see what I could do with a young program and see if I could build a program a little bit like this school is going to give me the opportunity to do. So,
yeah, what do you see as the potential for this program?
It's got a lot of potential. We've got a lot of really young kids that can play, and hopefully we get, those younger kids in 7th, 8th grade, we start getting those programs to be a little bit better and a little bit better. They don't even have a middle school program right now. They're playing CYO ball. So that's one of our goals as an athletic department is to get those guys to start playing 7th, 8th grade basketball with all the county schools that we have right now. This is the first year we've had a middle school program. I'm coaching the middle school football team right now. This is the first time we've ever put those schools together and had a middle school team, and it's been great. I mean, it's going to help the school tremendously. We have a long way to go athletically and all the things. I mean, we need, we're about to put, an athletic field house together this year. Hopefully by next year we'll have it together. And that's a weight room. We have, that would be a huge for our program. So, I mean, it's got a long way to go, but there's a lot of potential. There really is.
Well, Coach, one thing I want to say is almost kind of what Ben just said. Coming from Gulf Shores, coming into a new program, I can say 2 programs, I could just say football, you're coaching too. How has the reception from the new kids, knowing you were at Gulf Shores, how has it been for you? Has it been hard, easy, or just talk to it a little bit about it?
It's been great, man. They've been really receptive. It wasn't like a bad breakup between the last coach. Me and Reggie talk all the time. So they've been great. They've responded well. We're playing a little bit differently than they did last year. We're going to get up and down a little bit more than they have in the past. Trying to get some easier buckets. But we're also going to have to, play a little different because we got some big guys. So they've been really receptive. We're playing man-to-man defense. They really picked up on it, and they, just like Coach said, man, these kids play hard. They're going to do what you ask them to do, and they play hard. So I mean, they've been real receptive to me. Yeah.
What's your expectations, Coach, for this season? Being in Class 3A, that's number one. But having coached against the Daphnes, the Baldwin counties, coming down, do you see the competition being the same as basketball-wise,
Yeah, I mean,
this whole region? Right?
I mean, that's a great question because football-wise, I didn't know what to expect. I haven't seen a lot of 3A football, but dadgum, it's tough. I mean, we've been to a lot of games. It's tough. I mean, it's going to be tough, in every area down here. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast down here. But it's going to be different. I mean, it's definitely not. Mobile Christian and Bayside are great programs. I mean, great coaches. Tough coaches. They got great kids. They're going to play hard. So I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's the same thing as playing the Spanish Forts and the Daphnes of the world. But they're not the same beast, I don't think. But with our kids and their kids, it's just tough. I mean, it's about as tough as it gets. But we're up for it.
Next season, a lot of kids in Baldwin County can't come across the Bay. Do you think that's going to help your program any less, any more?
I think it already has helped. I think just having the school here, has already helped. Just talking to people about the middle schools, like Christ the King, normally kids are getting out in 6th or 7th grade because they didn't have a high school to go to in Baldwin County. They were going to Bayside. They were going to Fair Oak or Daphne so they could be eligible to play sports. So now every 7th, 8th grade school or every 7th, 8th grade classroom is full at those schools. So I think it's already helped. I think it's going to help us in the future. Absolutely.